Greetings all, quick greenhouse update, haven't done one in a while. This is capsicum. We're starting to use fertiliser now because we're getting better results when we use it than just using our good soil. A bunch of seeds didn't come up here, we think they probably rotted in the soil. It's hot today, about 32 degrees Celsius, and I think that's about 90 Fahrenheit, maybe a little bit less, 82, 88 maybe. And now it's just started to rain, we're going to get some storms. So we had a lot of failed seedlings. We had some unusual heat spikes. It was like 20 Celsius, 21 Celsius for days and days, and then all of a sudden we had a 38 Celsius, which is about 100 Fahrenheit, and I think that killed a lot of things. The greenhouse is doing pretty good, still storing some stuff in here, seed raising mix, soil activator, which you can't get anymore. This stuff here, Naked Farmer Organic Soil Activator, humic acid and organic carbon, can't get it anymore. They stopped stocking it where we were getting it from. This is a Digger's Purple Beauty capsicum, it's doing very well. Also fertilising it, we've got some parsley growing down the bottom. More capsicum here, and cart handle just fell over. Got a pot there waiting for a German Johnson. Capsicum here, this is just a California Wonder, which I think is a hybrid. We've got a few capsicums on there. This has grown really quickly in the last few weeks. Fertilizer's really helped out a lot, so definitely worth using. It's pretty cheap fertilizer too, so about $1.50 a kilo, pretty cheap. These seeds failed as well, but we had a lot of seedlings, but we've moved them out the front, so we will go out the front and we'll check them out there. Although we have updated out the back here, so there's our collard. That's about 2 metres, 6 foot thick. We've got some tomatoes in next to it. You're not meant to put them in there, but we had extra seedlings that we didn't know what to do with, so we put them near the collards in this bed. This bed's been topped up with beesly mix, which is a mix of just bog standard soil and mushroom compost, so it's pretty good. More tomatoes, and this is a dwarf sunflower that's seeded and grown a new sunflower, so I think that dwarf sunflower is probably an F1 hybrid, so that's pretty much done. And nasturtiums, strawberries and chives, and then we've done a bit of paving here. This used to all be dirt. So we've got tomatoes here, beans under there, elderberries, asparagus, parsley, more tomatoes down there, beans, tomatoes, turnips, collard, grapes, big collard, that one's about 9 feet tall, broccoli down there, tomatoes here in the cage on the tiles, another tomato down there, another kale, it's gone to seed. We get a lot of aphids on here, the little soft body sap sucking ones, still pretty good. We'll be selling these seeds as well when they're finished. Grapes, that's Masagordo I think it is, and that one in there is a Grenache, and they're doing pretty well, so we'll go out the front and top up. Spend a few seconds on this one. This is a crabapple, which we rescued from the discount shelf. It's this is the second year we've had it, and it's fruiting like crazy, so it's doing really well. That one we just soaked in sea salt for a day, and then we prepared the soil and planted it. It's doing pretty good. Expect to have usable fruit next season. I don't think this fruit will be usable, it's too small. Another budget plant, this is an orange, which we've rescued. When we first got it, all the leaves pretty much look like that. But now you can see they're starting to come good, got a consistent green on them, on a lot of them. Like there, those ones are consistent green. These ones not consistent green. So that's a mix of standard fertiliser and Epsom salts. So it's recovered that plant. So that's had got some fruit on it, which I think is going to set, and you can see them up there as well. That's that shot at that one. It's not auto-focusing, but there's another one in there. We might get a couple of little oranges off this one. We also have potatoes. That's 4 seed potatoes worth in there. We've got codling moth or cabbage moth, whatever you want to call it. Those little white moths that pain the bum. We'll get rid of them all. Here we've got a raspberry, it's just a standard Willamette. Parsley gone to seed. This is one of our front beds. This is corn and tomatoes and beans. and sunflowers at the back. Tomatoes I was just strung up today against some old tree that I cut up into mini steaks. I think that's an Amish paste, that's a Tigerella, and this one is a, what's that, some kind of tomato. It doesn't say on the label, that's unusual. So corn and beans and squash along there. And this bed is lemon balm, watermelons down there, another German Johnson there, some peas, big collard. This one's also gone to seed, it's got heaps of seed. Unfortunately, this has also got those little aphids on it. I wonder if I can get some on the camera. I removed most of them this morning, so there mightn't be many left. I'll have a poke around. Yeah, there's some in there. You can see them all clustered on that branch, the lumpy bits. Yeah, so they're all the little soft body aphids. They just suck the sap out of the plant, strains the plant. More there. We found out that kale can grow from a cutting, so they'll strike off a cutting. So no shortage of kale. We don't even need the seeds really. More watermelons in there. They're moon and stars. Early days yet. And over here we've got peas, sunflowers, pumpkins, peas, and a pumpkin. They're doing pretty well. Then we'll jump across to another bed. On the way, just checking out these little straubs. I've got a fly buzzing in my ear, which is annoying me. Some little straubs in there, they're doing really well. This is the other bed I wanted to check out. They're all German Johnsons. They're just on about 7 inches tall, some of them. Doing pretty well. And here we have the zucchinis. This fly is thirsty, it's all over me like a bloody rash. Tomatoes there, and they're all German Johnsons, every last one of them. That's our new bed. This is a 3 by 1.35 bed, so 3 metres by 135 centimetres. Just some concrete Rio in the middle there, it's just held in place, and that's our update.